Lighthouse keepers of the past across New England. The keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're off and running from Gillette. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. Finds him over the middle. Short pick up to their own 31. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's May. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak May. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The 50-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them, the final QB taken in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Texas, the rookie, Quinn Ewers.
Kit, you watch Quinn Ewers throw a football, and I got to do it a bunch collegiately. You see why he was the #1 player in the country coming out of high school. Had to overcome some injuries over his time collegiately, but he's got to maximize this opportunity and show off his greatest strength, and that is his ability to fire it.
They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Here's Ewers to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have 3rd down and 8. They'll throw 3rd and long. Waddle makes the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st down from the 42. It's a design boot. Finds his back, Achane. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They bring Westbrook-Akine in motion left. Play action, Ewers. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Ewers. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
Hey, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. So, not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Punt team out now, and it's the former Patriots All-Pro Jake Bailey on the kick. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw for May. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Here's May again. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
May now on 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Five men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ewers. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
To throw, Ewers. This one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're going play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a first down, too.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Behind the line, he lost that football. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
So that's halftime, and we've arrived here scoreless. Now let's head over to our buddy Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. You can't win if you can't score. That might be the message to the offenses at halftime. Both completely shut down as we are scoreless at the break. First touchdown wins, maybe even next field goal wins. Let's find out who can score the game's first points as we rejoin our commentators, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say this has been a defensive slobber knocker through two, right? Maybe some points finally on the horizon as we resume play. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Man in motion here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They get 35 out of that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing now, it's Ewers. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The New England offense running out now. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. From the gun, it's May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
First down, May. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. May now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Now May on third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So after all that, we're taking a scoreless game into the fourth here. Somehow, this game is still scoreless as we get set for our final quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Motion man sent left. The give here to the motion man. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Patriots into the dime, 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Patriots offense all set to go. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
To the air on 1st down, May. Dumped off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots pushing to get within range for a game winner. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Henderson here from the gun. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A pickup of 17. And that's a New England 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Henderson on his own read. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sticking with Henderson. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. The give now to Henderson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest.
Dolphins nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Miami offense headed out there now. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. Finds his back, Achane. All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4.
A gain of 4.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Dumps it off to Achane. And he gets out of bounds, but that's where the positive stop. Minimal gain, and now it's
those game situations, it just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. Great work. He gets them the first down. They needed that conversion, and he also stops the clock. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here he is to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw it. Need this to force overtime. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. So this is a win for the Patriots. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.